Morning, everyone. I'm not I'm not really sure what you're doing up there, but it kind of felt right. So hello, but you can come back down now. That's better. How are you? Hope everything's all right. It is Monday, the 30th of September, and I'm gonna be at work later. Obviously, I was having a bit of an issue yesterday when I was eating my dinner. And I'm sure that a lot of humans have this issue, and I don't know why it hasn't evolved out of humans yet. Whether or not it happens to animals as well, I don't know. But anyway, whilst I was eating, I bit the inside of my own mouth, which I gather is relatively commonplace. And I don't understand how that keeps on happening. Because I can talk to you without biting the inside of my own mouth. Why can I not eat without biting the inside of my own mouth? To make matters worse, it's in an area where there's a mouth ulcer, so now there's double pain there. And to make matters even worse, once I'd bitten it, I just kept on biting it. Honestly, like 7 times in about 10 minutes. Because once you bite it, it then begins to bleed and it swells a little bit, which makes the bite zone bigger. So then you just bite it again and again and again. 7 times in 10 minutes I bit the inside of my own mouth eating the same sandwich. How are humans one of the most heavily evolved people on the planet? Well, animals. I guess humans are the only people on the planet. How are humans, some of the most evolved animals on the planet, not been able to naturally deselect the ability, the rather useless ability from what I can gather, to bite the insides of their own mouths? The only use I can think of is if there is someone who is capable of testing their own iron levels, and the only way they can do that is by tasting it. And so they bite the insides of their own mouth to allow easy access for blood to get in their mouth so that they can taste it and go, yes, I have enough iron in my blood. But I feel like I am overthinking it a little bit. I don't think that's the case. Never mind. It'll heal in time. All things do. I have got a video to make today, so I should probably do that. A little bit of chatter just to warm up the old vocal cords, and then we'll get on that. Good morning. It is Tuesday, the 1st of October, which means it is time for spooks. I'm not really a Halloween person, so there won't be any of that really going on. Not really very spooky. I have a scary devil poster thing that I got from a Sailor Jerry bottle on the wall. It's been a long time since I've had that, actually. A long time. Could go out and buy a bottle today. I've got nothing to do today, it's a day off. And there's also a skull model sort of thing on my wall over there. You can just see the back of it right there. Let's go and get it. I don't think I've ever told you about this story. So, it's a little bit dusty now. So, this model right here was actually a prize that I won with the help of my dad from those 2p machines you get down at fun fairs, where you put like the 2p in the machine, it drops down the thing, and then you have the pushing shelf that pushes 2p's down into more 2p's, and then eventually hopefully gives you more 2p's back. I like to think I'm reasonably good at those machines, despite the fact that they are still kind of luck based. There's a little bit of physics manipulation you can do to kind of get better than luck at them. But anyway, when I was younger, I can't remember how long ago this was now. Probably, well, it must have been at least 10 years, I guess. Probably more. In one of the machines, there was this as one of the bonus prizes, because sometimes you can win an extra prize if you push enough 2p's off. Sometimes it will drop a prize, and they're notoriously difficult to win. That's the idea, because they're often heavy, so they weigh down the coins, which means the coins just move around them rather than under them to push them off the edge. And also, on those 2p machines, if you have the shelf, then, and like the coins would drop off of the end here, then the shelf kind of goes up like that. So again, it's kind of weighted against you because you've got to push the coins and the prize up that little slope to go down. But my dad and I spent a considerable amount of money on 2p's trying to win this little skull thing. I remember getting at least £2 worth of change, so we put at least 200. Yeah, no, 100. 100. We put at least 100 2p's into that machine to get this, and I've just hung on to it ever since. It's really well made. Like it's decent. It's robust. It's kind of, it is plastic, but I think it's plastic, but it's decent. Like the detail on it as well is really cool. Like it looks legitimately like bone in some parts of it. It doesn't look like blood where it's bleeding, but it does legitimately look like bone, and it's really really well made for a little arcade prize. It's pretty decent considering how most of the prizes are just like £5 notes, but rubbers, or like extra tokens that you can spend at the gift shop at the amusements, other little bits of trash, plastic flip phones, nothing legitimate. This is a really decent, good quality prize that I don't think you tend to get in many of those 2p machines anymore, so thanks, Dad. It was mostly his money, so definite thanks to him. Like I say, we spent a considerable amount of money on it, more than we should have done, probably more than the thing's worth. I'd say maybe at least a fiver, I guess, and it took a considerable amount of time as well. It was in there for a good afternoon, just on the same machine, in Dymchurch, obviously. I don't go anywhere else. You might be able to hear my laptop's making a pretty big ruckus. Did I call it my laptop? It's a computer. Like my computer over there is making a bit of a ruckus at the moment. Currently rendering another episode of Indiana Jones. I've got a couple more videos to render and make actually, so I might get onto that a little bit later. I'm also waiting in on deliveries today. I spent some money on Saturday. I think I ordered some shoes, 2 pairs of shoes. One of them is going to be for work, and the other one is just that's fine. One pair is going to be for work, as opposed to one shoe is going to be for work. One pair is going to be for work, and the other pair is just for like casual use and stuff. I didn't need the casual use shoes, but they're both Converses, and both pairs of Converses, and the casual ones were in a green. It's a green colour that I've been trying to get my hands on for a really long time and have never been able to track them down. So I saw that the shop had those, and I was like, I don't need those, but limited time offer. Damn it! So I ended up spending money that I didn't need to on shoes that I didn't need. Never mind. What can you do? I mean, you could not spend the money, I guess. But never mind. I haven't got much else planned for today. I've got to wait in for those parcels because they need to be signed for. But once they arrive, then I might go and get a bottle of Sailor Jerry. Because it's been a while since I've had it. There's me talking about spending money I don't need to. Excuse the state of me. I've just had a shower. Just trying to help wake up a bit. My shoes came, which is good. So now I've got some nice new pristine work shoes, which will probably last all of a day. And then these really cool green ones that, like I said, I've been trying to get my hands on for some time. Look how shiny they are. They look almost wet. It's like a real shiny rubber on there. I really like them. They both fit, obviously, which is very good news indeed. Can't have a pair of shoes if they don't fit, so that's all very good. Not much else. Our washing machine is broken here in the house at the moment, which means that currently we're having to do things the old-fashioned way, which feels very, very weird, to say the least. It's it feels odd, just kind of. I mean, this is what the washing machine does, obviously, but it kind of feels weird just soaking clothes like this. Feel really weird just kind of throwing them all in, but oh well, that'll have to do. I'll leave that to soak. There is some washing powder in there, so it's more or less a fully functional washing machine. It's just the fact that there's no washing movement. Hopefully we'll be getting a new one imminently, but never mind. It's a new skill to add to my skill set. Can now manually wash clothes. What I need is like one of those really olden time like scrubby boards. I know there's been a lot of this recently, but I don't half love it when autumn starts to flex its muscle. Makes up for all of the torment of the 35-degree heat that we had in summer. Thank you, autumn. I appreciate you. Hello everyone, how are you all? It is currently the evening of Thursday, the 3rd of October, and I hope everyone is doing alright today. Bit of a late one, like it's currently 20 to 7. I'll be honest, I've been in bed all day, sleeping, not doing anything really. I'm currently halfway through a small recording session, so I'm going to crack back on with that in a little while. It's getting cold. It's cold. The heating's barely on. That's probably something like that. But it's only October. You can't put the heating on in October. Surely not. But it is chilly. It is kind of cold. Having said that, I'm not particularly wearing warm clothes. However, I do have my big fluffy slippers. Hey, back. I've had these for a few years now. Jenny bought them for me when I was living with her and Ben. And do you know what? They are absolutely sensational. They keep my feet so warm. It's amazing. And do you know what? They're only from Primark, which, for people who don't know, is like the cheapo clothes store. No, not knocking it though. Like pretty much my entire wardrobe is from Primark, because I'm not massively fussy about wearing big name labels if you just ignore like the 2 pairs of Converse shoes that I bought yesterday or the other day. I'm not massively fussy about big name fashion and all that sort of thing. Like, as long as the clothes fit and I'm comfortable in them and they don't fall apart and I like how I look in them, that's all that matters to me. And Primark does very well for most of those things. I'll admit their clothes aren't the most robust, but they're cheap and they do the job for me. Especially considering how I spend so much of my time at work anyway, and in a job where you get dirty. You get drinks are spill, as you kind of pour in and stuff. You get beer on you by accident, shaking cocktails. Sometimes you get a bit of that on you, moving barrels and like boxes and stock around. You get like dirt and concrete and steel residue on you. So you get dirty, and I don't want to spend a load of money on clothes that are just going to get dirty. So I may as well just spend like £8 on a pair of jeans to wear to work, and when they're gone, they're gone. Like it's no big deal to me. These slippers though, these fluffy boots are sensational. Like really good. That's why I've kept them for 2-3-ish years now, and they're still doing fine. Very blue and white motif this evening. blue and white top, blue and white trousers, blue and white boots. I don't quite know what that means, but there we go. Anyway, I've got to get back to this because I said at the end of the episode I was recording that I was going to record straight away so I didn't forget where I was, and now I think I've forgotten where I was. It's my own personal bar blade, by the way. This little green monster right here. I've had it for like probably 4-ish, maybe even 5 years now, something like that. When did I? Let's see. Yeah, about 5 years now. That little thing ain't half done me proud. It's available from, or I got it from a website called barblades.com, and yeah, you can just kind of get yourself a bar blade, get it like plastic coated so it's nice and durable, like that one is. Got it coated in green. Green is my lucky colour, and the idea was that I was supposed to have it in time for St. Patrick's Day when I was working at an Irish bar, and then it arrived a couple of days afterwards. Still, you can win them all.